The sky was a bleeding wound, smeared with the bruised colors of dusk when the whispers began. Old men spoke in hushed voices near dying fires, and mothers' shadows tightened around flickering lanterns. They spoke of Marduk, the flame god who split the sky and cracked the earth with thunderous rage. But they spoke too of the darkness that clung to his throne, not daylight glory of a hero. They said that Marduk's victory came not through noble valor, but by swallowing the scream of chaos itself. The serpent Tiamat who bore the waters of the abyss, with eyes like burning coals and jaws wide as the void. She roared with the bitter fury of the drowned world she once ruled, a cosmic horror beyond reckoning. When Marduk ensnared her in his net of storms and trapped her mouth with wicked winds, it was not a battle. It was a massacre of cosmic horror. An arrow that did not just cleave flesh, but shattered her heart. From the splinters of that shattered heart, the world was born, carved from agony and broken gods. The earth beneath your feet bleeds from the eyes of a slain titan, rivers flowing from ancient pain. The wind you breathe carries the final howl of an ancient monster trapped between worlds. Yet the price of Marduk's order is far darker than the blood spilled to forge it. He rides the winds like a shadow of death, his skin forged from bones of beasts and nightmares. His eyes watch like hollowed stars, seeing too much and too little at once, piercing your soul. His voice, when it breaks the silence, crackles like a furnace of ash and forgotten curses. Flames coil around his mouth as if born from a pit of madness, fire born from ancient cruelty. Marduk moves like no man, his limbs a tangle of contradictions, powered by lions and serpents. His back bristles with unseen wings, feathered with shadows darker than midnight's depth. His fingers grasp the air like claws, ready to snatch at threads of fate and tear them apart. The cursed net he wields is woven from dark whispers of those trapped beyond death itself. It ensnares all who dare wield power against him, a deadly web of despair and broken souls. But it is not just his form that terrifies. There is madness beneath the surface, ancient cruelty, born of endless battles with chaos, where mercy was a forgotten word lost to time. They say he drinks from the wells of madness, and when the moon hangs thick, you hear screams, faint screams of Tiamat tearing from the void, a curse forever bound to his dark crown. The world trembles when Marduk stalks the heavens, the sky splitting in two with lightning needles. The air thickens, heavy with burning cedar and salt, a warning carried on the cursed wind. Wherever he passes, shadows twist unnaturally, limbs too long, movements too jerky to be human. The laws of man and nature bend and break under his cold, unyielding gaze of death. Body and soul blur. His servant beast, the Mushkushu, slithers grotesquely, part lion, part eagle, part serpent, a chimera prowling edges of reality, smoking breath like boiling cauldrons of dread. Its eyes gleam with malevolence. Those who glimpse it say their skin crawls, reflections warp. In deepest hours, when veils between worlds thin, Marduk's form wavers, many eyes multiply. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. Whispers float around him like crows circling a carcass. Staring too long frays sense of self. He unleashed tempests that shattered worlds, trapping her in a web woven from 4 fierce winds. When he shattered her heart with a single arrow, a terrible silence echoed through all ages. Her broken body became sky and earth. Her salt waters flooded rivers and carved fields. Shards of her lifeblood forged forests, but with creation came curse. chaos never truly died. It festered beneath polished surfaces, waiting. Cursed waters whisper at night with rage, the rage of a defeated god stirring madness in those who listen too closely to whispers. The price of order is steep. Marduk's reign forged from bones of monsters and screams of betrayal. Some say the gods watch from gilded halls, uneasy and fearful of his growing power. Marduk's blood is no pure light. It carries madness' din and death's chilling breath. So, questions linger, shadows lengthen. Is the world freed from chaos or bound tighter? Bound to fate worse than disorder? Eternal servitude to madness lurking beneath his gaze. In quiet moments before dawn, wind slips through cracked windows, hearts race in the dark. One wonders if the hunted chaos is not dead, but waits still in the god's dark eyes, awaiting its reckoning. The story ends not with closure, but a slow, pulse-like opening. The world is fragile, and the monsters crowned may be those dragging us into endless night.